Hi everybody, welcome to the first podcast in the 2020 walking meditation and mindful walking program. In this podcast we'll be doing a walking meditation. This is the way that I do it and the way that I teach my students, and I get good feedback from this. We're doing it to enhance the experience of the walk and to help to calm our minds. So it begins before we leave. Bring your attention to your breath and just notice the breath. Notice the breath rising and falling. The chest and back expanding and contracting. And the breath entering and leaving the nostrils. This is what we do when we're focusing on the present moment. It's bringing us back to the experience of now, the sensory experience of now. So once we've done this short connection, then you can leave, but rather than just heading off on your walk, if you just pause for a few moments and allow yourself to become aware of the sensations and the sights and the sounds and the experience of being outside. So just take a calm moment to notice how it feels, whether it's cool or warm, sunny or cloudy. Notice yourself standing, the feeling of being pushed into the ground by gravity. The feeling of your feet on the ground, and then reconnecting to the breath, we can head off on our walk. And what we're doing is we're noticing our breathing as we walk. We're not trying to change it in any way. We're not doing anything different to the way we normally do it. When we're walking, the only difference is now we're aware of the breath while we're walking along. And you can notice it anywhere. You can notice the air entering and leaving the nostrils, the chest rising and falling, the chest and back expanding and contracting. And notice how your breath fits in with your walking. And so what we do is we practice this for as long as we wish. So if you wish to continue practicing, focusing on the breath, which I suggest you do for a short period, you can pause this podcast right here and then restart it for the next stage whenever you're comfortable with walking and focusing on the breath. And so the next stage is to bring your attention to your feet, the sensation of your feet on the ground, how your feet feel, how the surface feels if you can feel it through your shoes. Whether your shoes are comfortable or tight, whether your feet are warm or cold. And notice the terrain, notice the pavement or the path that you're walking along, or wherever you happen to be walking. And notice your feet interacting with it. You're allowing yourself to be aware of the sensation that you're getting. You're connecting with your physiology, which is not something we normally do. And so this is the second stage, and you can continue this for as long as you wish. And so if you wish, you can pause the podcast at this point while you spend some time walking along, focusing on the sensations in your feet, feeling of the feet on the ground, whatever you can feel from the surface. And then the third stage is what we call open awareness. So you allow yourself to be aware of all of the sensations and sights and smells and sounds in your present moment. You're noticing the warmth or coolness outside, you're noticing the breeze, you're noticing the feeling of walking, the movements of the body, what you can smell, what you can taste, what you can hear, the sights. And you're allowing all of this to flow through your consciousness. You're aware of it. And you're aware that there's you, this awareness, moving through this landscape. And there's this hubbub of sensory experience all around you. And things are entering in your awareness and leaving. You notice something, then you walk past it, or a car goes past, or a person, or a bird, or a creature of any sort, or a vehicle. So it's all passing through your awareness. It's the same with the sensations inside you, whether you're warm or cool, or tired or alert, comfortable or uncomfortable, tense or relaxed. You're noticing everything. And so this is the third stage, and you can continue with this as long as you wish. So you can pause at this point. And then when you return your attention, you refocus on the breath. And so this is what we do. We cycle through these three experiences in our walking meditation. We're noticing the breath, we're noticing the sensation of the feet on the ground, and we're noticing everything. We're allowing all of the internal and external phenomena of the present moment into our awareness. And then back to the breath again. And we repeat that at our own pace. You can move quickly from one to the other. You can move slowly. You might stick with one where you have preference. And then when you get to the end of your walk, again, before you enter, just stop and pause outside and allow yourself to be aware of all of the sensations that you've connected to during your walk. And then return your attention to the breath and go back inside. Okay, so that was the first of the walking meditation and mindful walking program podcasts.